Today on Sports Central, we'll be going over another college football game preview, and this one's going to be over the biggest ACC game of week number 4, and it's going to be between Florida State and Miami, and of course both of these teams were expected to be right around the same skill level heading into the season, and Miami's gone off to a better start. Of course, they're at 2-0 right now and still undefeated, while Florida State is sitting at 0-1 with a loss under their belt. But how will both these teams do in this game, and who's going to win it? It's what we're going over here today. And we're going to be starting out with our team trends. And of course, last game, Florida State lost to Georgia Tech 13-16, so that was a pretty tough loss for Florida State. And I mean, yeah, they should have won that game in my opinion. I mean, Georgia Tech, they played very well in that game. Don't get me wrong there. But Florida State, I think, definitely should have won. So yeah, it's going to be a very tough loss that Florida State's going to have moving forward. But as far as it goes for Miami, of course, they beat off Louisville last week, 47-34. That was a very good win there. I mean, Louisville's looking pretty good this season, so that was a very comfortable win and a very good win there as well for Miami. As far as your winning streaks go, Florida State currently sitting at 0-1, has got a 1-game losing streak, while Miami sitting at 2-0 has got a 2-game winning streak. Of course, this game is going to be on Saturday, September 26th. That's actually going to be your Saturday night football game, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on primetime. And it's going to be in Miami Gardens, Florida as well. So it's going to be in Miami for both these teams. Of course, it's always been a nice rivalry game between both of these teams, being from Florida. And in general, yeah, it's always a good matchup between these teams as well. But your spread is currently saying Miami by 10. And once again, this is being recorded actually on Sunday. So that likely will be updated as the week goes on. But your ESPN FPI is also expecting Miami by 56%, and then Vegas is saying more of a bigger lead by Miami. Of course, it's got them winning 32-21, so that's pretty spread out. I mean, considering how close I expect this game to be, the Vegas prediction is expecting it to be more lopsided towards Miami there. But as far as your stat comparison goes, of course, these are your previous game stats for both these teams. James Blackman was the quarterback for Florida State there, 23 for 43, 198 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Meanwhile, as far as the running back core goes, they didn't really have a whole lot of action. I mean, LaDamian Webb was their top running back last week, 13 attempts, 39 yards, and then he also had Jordan Travis, who had 6 attempts, also for 39 yards. And as far as it goes for the receiving core, Jason Corbin had 8 receptions for 55 yards, and Tamorrion Terry had 6 receptions for 52 yards. So, I mean, as far as it goes on the offensive side, I mean, James Blackman definitely has got to play better if Florida State's going to beat off Miami here. I mean, 23 for 43 is a pretty bad completion rate, so he's definitely got to improve that. And, I mean, he only had 198 yards through 43 passes, which definitely is not good at all, so he's definitely got to improve that. But as far as it goes for Miami, of course, Derek King, transfer in from Houston, had a very good week, 18 for 30, 325 yards, and 5 touchdowns this past week. So, yeah, he had a very good game for Miami last week. And then they also had Cameron Harris, 9 attempts, 134 yards, and 1 touchdown. Brevin Jordan put up 7 receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown as well. So, yeah, this offense looked great last week against Louisville. I mean, Derek King had a huge pop-off game. I mean, he didn't look very good in their first game. But yeah, last week against Louisville, he had a great game, 18 for 30 once again with 325 yards. So, yeah, Derek King, expect him to look pretty good going into this game as well. Yeah, Brevin Jordan had a great game. Jalen Knighton had 1 reception for 75 yards and a touchdown. So he basically just had a 75-yard reception for a touchdown. And then they also had Mark Pope, who had 4 receptions for 64 yards. So all around, yeah, for Miami, it was just a great game against Louisville. A lot of the offensive players put up some really good games, especially Derek King. Watch out for him in this game as well. Some key points, of course, Florida State got off to a tough start against Georgia Tech. That was a very tough loss there. I mean, they definitely are going to have to try to push that one aside as they move forward. But, yeah, that's just going to be a very tough loss that could come back to bite a bit later on in the season. But, yeah, Miami with 2 wins right off the bat. I mean, Miami's looking very good right now. Once again, sitting at 2-0 with 2 good wins, especially one win that's against Louisville. So, yeah, watch out for that. But, yeah, James Blackman, certainly the quarterback for Florida State's got to play better if Florida State's going to have success here. I mean, once again, his completion rate was really, really bad in their game against Georgia Tech, and he also had an interception along with that. So, yeah, he's got to play a lot better if Florida State's going to succeed. But as far as it goes for Derek King, he's looking great right now. Once again, if you look back at his stats, he had a really good week. 5 passing touchdowns, over 300 yards. So, yeah, he had a great week 3, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he does as he moves forward into probably his biggest game of the season to this point, which is going to be against Florida State here today. But with that being said, this is what I'm expecting for this one. I think Miami's going to get off to a roll in this game. Miami starts out quick Halftime score is going to be 24-13, so it's still going to be kind of close at the half. But I think in the second half, Miami really pulls away, and they get a win here, 45-23. I think Florida State's a decent team, and I think they've got the talent and the upside to be able to beat off Miami here, but I just don't think it happens. I think James Blackman, he's got a lot to improve on, and if he competes even similar to the level that he played at when they played Georgia Tech, I just don't think Florida State's going to have a chance here. And once again, I mean, Florida State's good, and they've got a lot of potential this season. I just don't see it happening here this Saturday against Miami. But anyway, with that being said, that wraps up my prediction on Florida State and Miami for this weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this game. Probably your biggest game of week number 4. Of course, it's going to be your biggest ACC game for sure. But yeah, we got several SEC games as well that should be good ones too. But yeah, this is probably your biggest ACC game between both of these teams. I mean, yeah, both teams are equally matched once again. It would not surprise me a single bit if Florida State got a win here. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more from All Sports Central. If you enjoyed this preview, be sure to slap a like on it and subscribe as well. Really helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate that. As always, though, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more from All Sports Central, and I will see you all later.